Hi, my name is Aaron Horton, and I'm going to be doing a lecture style training video about extension cords today. So to start it off, I'm going to give you a little bit of a brief history about extension cords. So the extension cord was invented in 1904 by S.W. Atherton, but the phrase was not coined until around 1946, and that's kind of crazy to think that something was invented so long ago and then it had such a long time period in between those dates that then someone actually came up with a name with it that now everyone today knows of it. Next we have its safety features, and this also covers power strips as well. So safety features that are included in extension cords and as well as power strips are a GFSCI. And what this is a built-in ground fault circuit interrupter. And what this means is it's a device that automatically shuts power to the extension cord off in the event of a ground fault. So such as if you have some kind of electronic or something plugged into an extension cord or a power strip and your power goes out, there'll be a surge that goes through all of that, and that strip will then turn off the power so that that power surge does not go to your device and then hurt your device. As well as that, a lot of extension cords can come with a lighted plug, so when the plug has electricity running through it, the end piece lights up so that you know that there's electricity running through it, that it is powered, and it'll be off when it's not plugged into anything. Also to that, you can get multiple sockets, so such as a power strip, you can have multiple sockets so that you can plug in multiple things at one time to this one device. And then as you can see in the picture, they all have an on and off switch so that you can, without having to unplug everything, you can just turn that one thing off and not have to worry about it pulling power. You can also get a locking socket, and what this is it's a locking mechanism that's built into the extension cord socket that keeps the device and cord securely connected. So moving on into safety precautions. So if you plan on connecting multiple devices to the cord at the same time, you can add up current requirements for each device. So on the cord will have its amperage number, and this tells you how much amperage this cord can handle, as well as the power requirements for some devices are listed in watts rather than amps, so there's a formula that you can use to figure out the amps versus the wattages for it. So different types of extension cords is that you can have indoor or outdoor extension cords, and outdoor extension cords are usually have tough covers made from rubber, plastic, or vinyl, and using indoor extension cords outside can lead to overheating because they do not have a thick enough cover on the outside to handle from different weather that could damage the damage the extension cord. Also, you can use outdoor extension cords inside, but you cannot, like I said, you shouldn't use indoor extension cords outside because they're just not built for that kind of wear and tear. Outdoor extension cords fall into three broad categories, such as occasional use cords, which are suitable for smaller projects and tools. Frequent use cords can handle larger tools and equipment and heavier use, and rugged cords are designed for continual use on job sites, even in extreme weather, and are suitable for high amperage tools. So a few examples would be a extension cord that's 25 feet long and it ranges from 1 to 13 amps would be useful for a light duty job such as work lights, portable fans, Christmas lights, or hedge trimmers. And then you can move up the line, so like 14 to 15 amps are mainly for lawn mowers or power drills, usually a medium duty. And then 16 to 20 is just moving up into extra heavy duty or just heavy duty, which would be like chainsaws, circular saws, shop vacs, air compressors. The list goes on and on. So moving on. Excuse me, sorry. A few things to know. In most newer homes, outlets are placed every 6 feet to eliminate the need for extension cords, as well as make sure you do not plug power strips into one another. As you can see in this picture, this can cause an overheating, and then you could have a fire in your house. So a little bit of a maintenance to talk about this. You want to make sure to not use a cord if the outer layer is broken. So if you can see the inner wires, you should not use it. Or if the third prong is missing, the grounding prong, as well as if there's any cracks in the outer layer, or even if like the head is missing, you do not want to try to splice a new one on there. The easiest thing to do is to just throw that away completely and just buy a new one. Extension cords are not that expensive, so it's easier, especially if you're working for someone and you bring it to your boss. It's easier for them just to buy a new one versus fixing it. It's more expensive to fix it than buy a new one. Some of the hazards is you want to make sure you never mod a extension cord. Like I said, you don't want to splice a new head onto an old extension cord, because you never know if it was actually spliced the correct way. It could cause a fire itself. So the fire incident history shows a large amount of structure fires are caused by extension cords because people are not using them the correct way. As you can see in this picture, that whole socket is completely overloaded for the amount of electricity that it's being pulled out of it to flood to different electronics. And even to such extension cords, it'll just cause an overload and cause a fire. And that is everything I have. Thank you for listening.